But see, remember when we were like, Dak can't throw for no 5,000 yards. Everybody want to show Dak could throw the ball. And then it's like we forced him to do that instead of letting him be balanced.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with us. We want to prove to everybody Dak's a franchise.
Oh, there it is. We're live. We're in.
Are we in?
I just saw it pop on the feed.
We in there, Boo? Boo thinks that we in there too. You know, I can't be in there like that. My phone is raggedy. I got tape on my stuff. How's everybody doing on this New Year's Eve? Donation.
Hopefully doing well like us.
We doing
Chilling.
well. We chilling. Having a good time. You know, hope these Buckeyes win tonight. Come on, Buckeyes.
Big game tonight.
Yeah, we gotta beat them. We gotta beat them Slurricanes because they've been talking mad trash. They still mad from 2002. What was it? 2000? Was it 2002? G?
The championship with Tressel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 2002.
Yep.
They still mad because they had squad that year. They had like 13 NFL players. They had dogs. I need some Dak moments. Oh, it's a $10 holla.
Come on in. We already got Aaron Lewis and Annette in there, as she always is, the moderator.
She's a mod. She's a mod.
Come on in with the comments. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel.
What's good, everybody? It's
Big game, James.
Man, I swear, these Cowboys front office.
Cowboys got the Christmas win, but who's really super excited? Or
Nobody
anything?
cares about that. Well, I mean, there's some people out there that care in these streets about that win. I do not care about that win. I didn't like how he was playing like that. He took 6 sacks in that game, right? He took 6 sacks. That was one of his worst games of the year. Completion percentage, everything. So it wasn't like that was like, ooh. It wasn't even a dominating win. 30-23. Josh Johnson kept them in the game. Yeah, but everybody will say Eberflus. They'll say just Eberflus. But yeah, I don't get it. And even when you playing these Giants, I'm not getting why he's playing.
Well, in that game, especially when Dak got sacked 6 times, that didn't help either. And you were talking about, put out that video about why is he even playing. That was actually from before that game.
Right.
And then he got hit 6 times.
And it was a couple ones he got smacked.
Yeah.
Like the leg turned, and I'm like, we already talked about how he is as an athlete. He can't have them twists and turns. That's a snapperoo. So you can't have that. So
I feel like I saw or read something about him saying that he took pride in not having a losing season. So that just shows you right there, it's about more than Super Bowls for these guys.
Yep.
Which I guess makes sense for their personal careers. He don't want to have a losing season on his, like a blemish or something like that. He wants the stats. He wants to lead the league in passing yards. And it's always kind of been like that with him. You remember that year he was going to break the franchise record for touchdowns on the season? What they do, they let him throw like 7 touchdowns in one game, which was like ridiculous. Felt like they were trying to get him those numbers. Plus, I was also thinking there might be incentives in the contract he's got to hit. You hit 8 wins, maybe that kicks in some kind of extra money. I was trying to look it up, but I didn't find much on it.
I can see that, but I mean, I can understand that from a competitor standpoint. I can understand that from a competitor standpoint. Like, no, I ain't trying to be having a losing season under my watch. I can understand that. But, bruh, isn't it being kind of selfish right now? That's being selfish, in my opinion.
I did see some fans saying that, what about the people that go to the games and they paid top dollar to see the starters, and he's getting paid to play all these games, so he should play, I guess those people ain't really worried about, the future.
Man, see, when you say something like that, you can understand why, yeah, but really? Y'all came here to watch Dak and them play this game? Y'all, that's what y'all really did. Y'all came to the New York Met. Is it in New York? Is it like it wasn't a couple? Is it in Dallas or is it in New York?
It's New York. Yep.
Man, nobody. Okay, I ain't feeling that. Last game of the year, y'all care? Giants, y'all ain't doing nothing. Your team ain't shit.
And it's not like there's going to be like a spoiler you're playing in this
You're not
game.
even playing spoiler. Both these teams ain't going to the playoffs, and y'all talking about y'all want to look at the stars for what? Let me ask a fan's question. Neither one of these teams are going close to the playoffs. What are you looking at? I'm curious. If I'm a fan, I don't give a hell. I'm not going to this game. So I'm gonna sell my tickets. That's me. I'm selling my tickets. You can have these tickets. I'll sell these to you. You can go to this game because I'm not watching these two teams that ain't doing shit. Oh, well, because I want to watch Dak Prescott throw for 500 yards in a game that don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Because y'all don't want to have that losing record. That's what it is. Like you said, that's what it is. That's why they're playing. They don't want to have that losing record. Not just Dak, the Cowboys, Schottenheimer. They don't want to have that losing record. That's why he played in 2017. Remember in that game, that meaningless game against the Eagles, and we would end up being 8-8 and miss the playoffs. He played that whole damn game throwing this and throwing that. Eagles had like fifth stringers in there, and we kept starters in there. For what? Because we didn't want to be 7-8.
It's crazy because I feel like I can remember that same type of thing happening when we had Romo too.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would just still try to get the best record. But if really you think about the good play would be, I don't want to, I guess, call it a tank. It's a tank. Like rest your starters and get a better draft pick.
Right.
That's a smart move. And then like if he tears an ACL or something right now, you're talking about 8-9 month, maybe longer recovery.
He's going to miss the whole year.
He wouldn't even be ready for next season, not beginning for sure.
He was going to miss the whole year because Pat Mahomes tore his ACL.
Yeah, he's going to struggle to make it back week 1. That'd be a quick turn. I can see it happening, but
I don't think so. I don't think he's going to be ready till midseason because that's an ACL. You got to move on that. You're a quarterback. You got to plan on that.
Yeah, this goes a little off that, but it makes me think of Adrian Peterson. But that was probably a phenomenon.
He's just
once
different.
in a lifetime.
Yeah, that was just a different thing.
He had a short rehab and had a 2,000-yard season after that or something crazy like that.
He's just different. You saw everybody say he was the one dude that could come out of high school and go to the NFL. And I believe it. He was the one dude that could come out of high school and actually go into the NFL and been okay. You feel me? He was that good. So he was just a whole different animal. 6'2", 220-pound running back, running 4.3s, 4.4s. Wasn't nobody seeing that. And he running you over and running past you. Adrian Peterson was just different. He was just a whole different animal. He was just that was Superman.
Yeah.
Everybody else don't do that. He was Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a monster. And then he went to Washington and was a beast there too for like a good season or two when he was older. But yeah, the defense still bad. Still look just as bad. So that's kind of been a lot of the talk. But before we jump into that, just real quick, we're going to talk about Diggs. We're going to get into that just quickly, probably. Nothing crazy on that. And then we're going to talk about the roster. And then we're going to kind of go over some of the draft picks that have been there and what we don't have and do have still from then. And a couple other things like that. So in case anybody wonder what we're going to talk about.
Cupboard is bearing them drafts.
Yeah, the defense bad, but Diggs real quick. This was expected. Like we knew he was going to get cut, but like, why you think it was? I mean, we could speculate. There's a lot of different speculations, stories that were put out there by him or was it Jane Slater about maybe what was going on. But then we knew it was probably over. But then we were talking about how you could save money if you cut him post June 1st. So we knew that was probably likely to happen, but they chose to do it now. I kind of just speculate or kind of wonder what might have went into that.
They just didn't want him no more. They were done with him. Like, I made a video 7 months ago. I said, is this the beginning of the end for Trevin Diggs? And I said, Trevin Diggs is going to be gone. I made the video say he's gone because, number one, at first it started in the offseason with his rehab, with his knee. When the management is coming out and said, he didn't do the right things. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. He didn't do this. Okay, now you're when Jerry was coming out like that and saying that about you, dog, it's bad. Like they basically telling you, we almost done with you. If we come out in the media and talking about you like that, they done with you. So that was already the strike. Then the Micah Parsons saga, and you siding with Micah. You on everywhere Micah is, you is. So they already feeling some kind of way about Micah because Jerry was in his feelings with that Micah thing, right? And you're side by side with him. So you don't think Jerry feeling some kind of way about you? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then they said meetings, just accumulation of things. He fell out of favor. And they basically just said, we don't need you anymore. We're not even going to wait to save money. That's telling to me we ain't even trying to wait to save money. We don't even want to deal with you no more. And this last thing with this trip or whatever, and like Schottenheimer said, everybody's supposed to do this as protocol. He said other players did the same thing, asked for this, and he said, no, protocol. And he said, I told Diggs the same thing, and he still went and did it. And this ain't the first time this done happened. And honestly, as a coach, you can't let no player is bigger than a team. So you can't be coming in there and you already on bad terms. You already like on the bad side of it. And then you ask for this, he says no, and you still do it. That's disrespectful, dog. I mean, I'm just saying, if I'm a coach and I say no, and then you still do it, and there's already been a whole bunch of things, I mean, I got to let you go. And that's what they all probably felt. And probably Schottenheimer felt like, I can't let this happen no more. You got to go. So I commend Schottenheimer. I'm sorry Diggs is gone, but honestly, Diggs was not going to be anything in Dallas no more. Let's keep it real. Diggs was not that player he was anymore.
You talking on the field?
Yeah, on the field. He was not that guy anymore. I mean, you could tell he was not that guy anymore. Nobody had – remember when we felt that aura with Diggs? You know what I'm saying? We felt that aura with Diggs, like, yeah, we got Diggs. Nobody felt that anymore. Nobody really even wanted him in Dallas.
Yeah, you felt like you had like that shut down best corner in the league for at least a season or two.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could tell from a rookie he was going to be good because he was real good as a rookie. And then you knew he was just going to get better. And then had those 11 picks, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a big season from him.
That was huge, and we were all feeling really good. And then suddenly he just fell out of favor. And once you fall out of favor in Dallas, it's over. Period. There you go, boo.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of examples of that.
Yeah, a whole bunch. Speak up in Dallas, you out.
But yeah, that's pretty much it on the Diggs thing. There's not a whole lot more to.
And he's with the Packers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, so that all goes together. I'm guessing
That's funny.
I'm guessing he felt like they did Parsons wrong with the contract thing. Or maybe he's just pissed that he's not his teammate anymore. They took, because of what was going on, he got taken away. So it does seem like since then is kind of where it really started to crumble, although he was not playing as good even before that.
Right. It just looked like he wasn't the same Diggs. When you watched him, remember how he was attacking? Like you just said, we felt like we had a shutdown corner on that side when Diggs was at his highest peak. We were like, okay, yeah, but we got Diggs and we're going to get a pick is coming. I felt good. But he just was not the same player. You could tell, like, when you watched him, just from me, I'm talking about me, looking at him, body language, everything, just didn't look like the same person, like his heart was in it. Didn't like his heart was in Dallas, even though he was saying, oh, I want to stay in Dallas. Now, when he was like, of course I'd like to stay in Dallas, but this is a business. When they say that, it's over.
I felt like I saw a clip where they actually asked him if he thought it was his last game. I thought he said yeah, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that, but I know when they say in the media, of course I'd love to stay in Dallas, but it's a business. Whenever I hear a player say it's a business, they're gone.
Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of how people are feeling about Brian Flores when they're asking him questions about Minnesota.
And that's why they're like, oh, we got a chance.
Yeah, now they're thinking like, oh, he's dodging the commitment to the team.
Yep. I'm not going to put my feet all the way in there. So, of course I love Minnesota, but, we got to look at everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. When they say that, you're like, oh, you probably not coming back. Because if a person who wants to come back to an organization, he's going to be like, this is where I want to be. I don't want to be where anywhere else. Let's try to make this happen. Boom. But when they open the door and sit there and say, I like it here. I had a good time here, but, we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. We'll see how it all happens. That's when you're like, that sounds like you're leaving.
Mm-hmm. And I was watching Boston. He had pointed this out that a lot of stuff he was saying was like in the past tense, almost as if he already has moved on in his mind or something from there. But I'm sure he does want to explore other opportunities.
He wants to be a head
'Cause-
coach again.
Yeah, I'm sure they got a long way to go with McCarthy.
I mean, my thing is, he's been wanting to be a head coach again, and I said it on Twitter. The only reason why I feel like just me, he'll come to Dallas is because this is his best opportunity to get a head coaching job.
Offense.
Yeah, the offense, and Dan Quinn did it.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Quinn came over here. He wanted to be a head coach again. What's the best way for you to become a head coach again? You just got fired from Atlanta. You was a head coach. Come back, go to Dallas. That defense was terrible. Now, if you turn that defense around and it goes from worst for first, which it did, you're not going to tell me people aren't going to be like, see, Dan, don't worry about that with Atlanta. Let's give you another chance. That's what I'm telling you, why wouldn't he do that? He did it 3 years, and as soon as that's why everybody said you sabotaged that game in the playoffs. Because we all felt like you must have already had a deal with Washington the way that defense came out and played in that game. It was flat. It was terrible. It was no emotion. It was nothing. They were just moving up and down the field on the defense, and it was like, what, do y'all even care? It was almost like we were talking about it off air, like they already knew he was gone. And it was like their play showed that they knew he was gone. How would they not know he was gone and they're around them and we ain't?
Yeah,
they're around them. You can't tell if a coach is going to be leaving. We're hearing it secondhand. You ain't think they ain't hearing in the building he could be leaving? I could have a deal ready. So your coach is leaving. He ain't going to be here anyway. So that lackadaisical, that's why they get rid of coaches. And when these playoffs come in college, go coach your team. We're going to have somebody here that's with the team. Because if you stay here, the team may not play good because we don't know if you're really committed because your mind could be on the other team. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I think that's why it came into play in that playoff game.
That sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Because that could have been the year.
That's why I told you about the Jerry. That's why Jerry let Jimmy's ass in that Ring of Honor.
That was number one offense, right? And like number 5 defense.
They were top 5 offense, top 5 defense that year.
I think they were number 1 offense.
Mm-hmm.
And they were this year too. Well, right now in yards.
And you had a top 5 defense. And you still didn't do it.
That's why I'm like, what's he going to have to do? Go number 1? Because I'm thinking about that game against the Packers. It was, 48-3 at one point, wasn't it? Is that right? Am I right?
Nah, it wasn't that bad.
Like that bad?
It was like 30-something to 3.
It was a big blowout for a minute there.
Because in the first half, they had already scored like 30 points. Because it was a snowball effect. Yeah. Once they scored early and Dak threw that quick interception, I knew it was over.
But I knew
it was over.
It's like, okay, so the offense wasn't really clicking that much that game, but like, why can't we have one of them games where it's like 3-3, 6-3 at the half? Like, why does it got to be not in that Green Bay game?
In that 2022 game, the year before we did.
Yeah, I know, but I mean like that Green Bay game.
I know, but I want to go back to that game, though.
Yeah, you didn't have the offense in that one. But we didn't have it in the Green Bay game either. That's where you wish you would have had that defense. So that sucks what happened.
Here's the thing. In that Green Bay game, we were blown out and didn't have a chance. We had a chance all the way to the end in that San Francisco game in 22. We felt like the majority of Cowboys fans, if we took a poll and we asked what year in the McCarthy era they went to the playoffs that you thought they had the best chance to get to a Super Bowl, I'm not going to say I guarantee, but I might put blood on that. Say people are going to say 22. Because Dallas blew out Tampa Bay, blew out Brady, put him in retirement. Then you come into San Francisco, and I hear so many people, Mikey didn't show up in the playoffs. Yes, they did. They were all over Brock Purdy in that game. McCarthy, Christian McCaffrey did nothing. He had 37 yards rushing. Deebo Samuel, nothing. Brock Purdy, nothing. But we had a critical drop of an interception from Trevin Diggs. And then, I'm sorry, that's what we talked about. I don't lay a lot of games to Dak, but to me, that 22 season, when Tony Pollard went out and we all were like, damn, the game's over. That's the time when Tony Pollard went out. That's what I felt like Dak had to put the whole team on his back, especially when the defense was playing good to keep us in the game. That's where you hear me in the beginning of our show. I need some Dak moments.
because that's really like the Tom Brady moments and the Mahomes moments. Like that's what they do in those type of situations. They make that play.
Elway, the guy,
Jalen Hurts.
even Eli Manning.
Yeah.
We be hating on Eli Manning, but when it was he needed to make the big play, he would
He
do
was
it.
clutch.
He was clutch.
Yeah.
We hate it.
He's had a shitty regular season.
Terrible
I think
game.
he has a losing record in a regular
He'll
season.
be having a terrible game, but that motherfucker would make them
Get the
plays when it
playoffs.
mattered the most.
Get the playoffs as the 6th seed. They're going to the Super Bowl and beat Tom Brady twice.
And he be making. And did you see them throws he made? That one throw on the second one they beat him.
the Manningham
Oh my
down
God,
that sideline.
bro! And that was
dropped it
they
right in.
needed that play,
Yeah, and that was a big play.
and he
You
dropped.
don't win the game without that.
You don't win the play. You don't win that game, G, if you don't make that throw.
Mm-hmm. And then obviously the helmet catch.
Right. But when that, I keep going back to that though, he threw that right in the
Dropped
bucket.
it.
Like dude was right behind him and the safety was coming right
Couldn't
there
have
and
better
hit him
coverage. Yeah.
right when he caught it.
Can't believe he caught it. Got the feet
And the
in.
feet in.
That was a Michigan guy.
I
Manningham.
know. Whew.
And then I remember they had Blacksco Burris too. But we're talking about Dak. So if Dak don't win a Super Bowl, how will he be viewed? I was thinking about this earlier. Like, what category would you put him in? Is he going to be in like, and let's say, he plays another 5 years and he stacks up all kind of numbers, shatters all the Cowboys records. No one's going to come close for a long time. Is he going to be in that Romo category because he don't have a Super Bowl, but, he was like average, I'd say, probably, as far as wins and stuff go. Dan Marino, Phillip Rivers, thinking about guys who are great that haven't won a Super Bowl. Is he somewhere with those guys or in that kind of category? Assuming he continues to put up 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns every year for the next few seasons. Would you put him in the category? Because, so Dan Marino got to a Super Bowl, so you got to get over that hump. But I'll let you take it.
I'm not comparing no Dak Prescott to no Dan Marino. I don't care what anybody tell me. I'm not making that comparison ever since Dak Marino couldn't hold Dan Marino's jock, in my opinion. Now, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, Dan Marino didn't have players. Like, he didn't have the running game. He had a decent defense, but it was a lot of factors around. Dan Marino, in my opinion, did his job. Like, Dan Marino could make clutch plays, but he just didn't have things around him. So I can't put him in a Marino category. I can kind of put him in a Phillip Rivers category, though, because I never felt like Phillip Rivers was going to ever win the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Just my opinion. I thought Phillip Rivers was a good quarterback.
So I think Rivers and Romo kind of in that same.
Yeah, like Phillip Rivers was a really good quarterback. But I'm sorry, in the big moments, I felt like Phillip Rivers choked. We seen it too many times. He choked.
They did reach an AFC Championship game, though.
And now
Tomlinson was probably one of the biggest reasons for that. But.
Yeah, but I give in that championship game, they should have won that game. They should have beat the New England Patriots because Phillip Rivers, I think, was playing with a tore up knee. I think he tore his ACL.
He did.
So I can't hold that to him on that one. He played with an ACL injury, tore ACL, and they still almost won. So I that's the one time, Phillip Rivers, I'm going to back up off you. Play with a torn ACL in a championship game and banged.
Mm-hmm.
I got nothing to say on that one.
You got to give him respect on that.
I got to give you respect. And he went – Jack never got to a championship game, so we can't say that about him yet.
Yeah, so you're right. But I just want to throw that out there and see because, and I'm also doing kind of a future assumption or prediction like that. He's going to continue to do the kind of numbers he's doing.
Yeah, I think he is.
Which is going to put him up there with some of the top – he might get in the top 10 in some categories of all time.
And he's going to – nobody in Dallas is probably going to catch him.
That's what I meant.
He's going to try to –
those two.
He's going to be
away.
like Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, he's going
to put that record out of.
He's going to play probably, I think, at least 5 more years. That's what I think, or at least he might sign like a 2-year deal after this next contract.
You know what, G? You brought up something to me that was I was thinking about. You said, I don't know if everybody plays for a Super Bowl. You said some people might just play for them stats and they feel good about them stats. I'm not saying Dak ain't playing for no Super Bowl, but I tell you what, just like Emmitt Smith, I know Emmitt Smith didn't want nobody to catch his record. That's why he played all them years. He wanted to put that record so far out that you're going. That's why Jerry Rice played that long.
As I was about to say.
That's why they played that long.
Those two and Brady now.
Brady, they're telling you, I don't want you catching my record.
Mm-hmm.
If I set this, I want it to be where it's going to be so hard for you to catch this. You're going to have to play like 80 years to beat this.
Yeah, it's like we're not gonna ever see guys as great as they were like at those positions, and it's mostly the longevity, really, because some guys do have that ability, they
Mhm.
just can't play that long.
Mhm.
That's kind of, you don't see a running back go, what do you do, 13 seasons or something? Like you don't see that anymore.
No, it's more of a physical game to me. It was physical back then, but these dudes was bigger than they were back then. That's why that's why these dudes getting hurt too. You know what I'm saying? These players is huge. If you look at the size comparison from 2025 to 1985, bruh, you're gonna be like, man, them dudes was little.
Is it that, or did the shoulder pads shrink? Because like they're tiny now, for real. They are tiny
Bro,
now.
they don't even wear knee pads now.
That's crazy. You see Brandon Aubrey, he looked like he don't even wear pads.
I've seen running backs and receivers who don't wear knee pads. Are you crazy? If a helmet hit that knee, it's over.
Who was it? It was I think it was Martellus Bennett or his brother, or who was the Bennett for the Seahawks? Michael Bennett. He actually came to the Cowboys for a little bit.
He had them tiny little shoulder
The little
pads.
dinky pads. That's who
I'm like,
thought of.
how are they not? Okay, this is a 300-some pound man hitting your shoulder. Your pad is not even covering your shoulder. The pads were like this. You could see his whole damn shoulder. I'm like, are you trying to prove something? Are you just trying to show you're tough?
I don't know.
I don't
what
know.
That was all about.
Just like when I seen this dude jogging today. He didn't have no shirt on. You seen how cold it was today. It was snowing. I looked over at him. I said, he doesn't have a shirt on, but he's got proof. But you got gloves and a ski mask on.
He's got something to prove.
I'm confused.
All right, before we move forward and get into the roster, and we're going to talk about the roster, break down some positions. I don't know. We got offense and defense. We could probably run through that pretty quick. Yeah. And then look at some of the draft history, because we was talking about that last week.
Yeah.
We kind of bounce back on that because, draft is going to start heating up here soon, draft talk, especially after this next game is done. That's what we're all moving on to next, probably, is the draft, free agency.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a look at the past drafts and just kind of see, I would like to know what the rate is of like draft, for draft picks, how long they stay with the team that they were drafted by. Because when you look it over, there's a lot of guys that aren't there anymore.
I mean, look, from Dak's years, I can go through them. I actually almost can memorize it because I done did it so much. Like from 2016, obviously he's 32, so it's hard. It's hard to be in the league that long, so I get that. So I don't really count 2016 as much. 2017, no one. 2018, no one.
All right, I got it from 2019. I mean, you keep going, but I'm just saying that's where I can see it now.
Okay.
Wilson, the last 5 drafts.
2019 is only Donovan Wilson. 2020 is only CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, you're saying guys that are left from those teams.
Okay. Yeah. CeeDee Lamb's the only one on the team from 2020. 2021 is just Osa. You drafted 11 players. Osa's the only one on the team. 2022, that's with Tyler Smith. So he's dog.
Still a few guys from that one on the team.
Ferguson, Sam Williams, bust. Jalen Tolbert, no, I'm gonna call him a bust for that. For that round he got drafted in. I don't think there's anybody else on the team from those guys.
There is one more
from 23. Let me think. Is it Bland?
Yep. Look, this guy don't even need to. This guy don't even need to look at the sheet. He just knows it, has it memorized.
Yeah. So Bland
and
Bland's been a disappointment since the career year.
He said the preps all up here.
That memory is good. I'm not gonna have Alzheimer's, baby. The mind gonna be sharp when I'm old.
Could you repeat the last thing you said there?
Bland has been kind of a disappointment since he got the contract. Foot injuries, hasn't been the same. He was drafted in the 5th round, so it was 5th round. A lot of people had him as a priority free agent, so kind of.
You mean an undrafted priority?
Like a lot of people were saying he was not gonna be drafted.
Oh, and then be like a high priority,
high priority free agent because his skill set and like, okay, well he fell this far, yeah, we'll take him. So that's what we have to look at. He was a 5th rounder, and a lot of people were saying he was gonna be an undrafted free agent. So if that's the case, right? He played out of his mind. But we got to remember, you had Micah Parsons there too. You had a pass rush. It helps you as a cornerback when people can get to the ball quick, and I can break on that ball because Parsons get in your face. The quarterback want to get rid of the ball. If he sees you break on the open and that cornerback is watching it, it does. You can watch that pressure. That quarterback gets rid of the ball. I'll break on it. Boom. Interception. It's real. You know what I'm saying? So I think the aid of that pass rush helped him. Notice when he don't have the pass rush, he gets exposed. That's just the truth. When he has to really cover, he gets exposed. And this year was bad. Last year was bad, but this year was bad.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with all that. Before we
Go ahead.
I was about to move on.
What?
You want anything else to say on that?
Because 23 was all bust.
Oh, well, before we move to the next draft, I was going to go ahead and jump into the comments a little bit because, Golden Heart City said, oh, man, put your shirt back on what we were talking about earlier. The guy with the shirt off. But Spock, can you save me with the $10 holla? I need a soundbite for that. Need that
Appreciate
soundbite.
you.
Let me get it on you real quick.
Spock,
Do that
can
again.
you save $10 holla?
Celebrate
it. Ding, 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 ding.
He didn't get to see that. That was his. Yeah. He said, why y'all ninjas dressed like it's cold outside, feeling warm in Southern Cal? Because we're not in Southern Cal.
We in Ohio, big dog. It's cold out this bitch. It's a snowstorm right now. Literally, snowstorms out here.
I didn't even know that was coming tonight.
No, we didn't even see it coming. So we out in the Midwest, Ohio. Y'all don't know nothing about that snow.
Tell me, looking back in the comments, tell me Trev said 2022 was our window to win. Calvin Jefferson had mentioned that in that game we were talking about with Rivers and he played hurt, that Tomlinson was hurt as well.
Yeah, he was.
I thought I remembered that too.
He was hurt too.
And
they still almost would have won that.
Yeah.
New England got lucky as hell, boy.
That happened a lot for Brady.
Man, they got a lot of
Brady.
luck for him. He must have been living right. He was doing something right.
Yeah.
He was living right.
He just wins. He just wins.
Somebody was doing something right. Damn it.
I'll just say if JJ is willing to pay, we will get Flores. This is from Too True. The lifetime business partnership commitment in Dallas will snag anyone. Meaning I think he's referring to like the post-career stuff, how you'll always be set in Dallas once you're on that part of that team. Like you always have a tie to that city.
Yeah. If you're the man and Jerry, because Jerry's going to be proud of that. But if y'all notice, I want to see how the relationship when Dak retires, how the relationship is going to be with him and Jerry and them, because Dak ain't cool with Jerry and them like that. No, he ain't. Dak say a lot of corporate things, you feel me? But Dak knows what goes on with them. But I just feel like Dak is like, I'm not going to start no controversy up in here. I know how y'all are. I'm just not going to start no shit, because if I say something, it's going to start shit. So I'm going to just be quiet. He's doing the smart thing. So we get mad at Dak, and I used to get frustrated with him, but then I also think, dude, I know how these dudes is. I see these dudes more than y'all. I know how he act. So me talking in the media about him, you think that's going to do anything? And the way they act, when you talk about them in the media, he might get cut or traded.
Yeah, Dak's like a responsible guy.
Yeah. He knows what's going on with them Joneses. So he don't say that in the media because we know how the Dallas media is. Say one tiny little thing, it sparks. So I just feel like he's media savvy. He's just media savvy. I feel like he feels a lot of the BS that goes on, but if he were to keep on talking about it, I don't know, maybe you should. Maybe you should ruffle his feathers and get him mad. Maybe you should rebel against it. That's what we want. But I just feel like he thinks that, man, this dude is, y'all don't know this dude. I see this dude every day. If I say something again, he's going to be on some goofy shit. Maybe he thinks that. I don't know. But he sees Jerry more than we do. You feel me? And I don't feel like Dak is dumb.
Yeah.
He knows what the hell's going on with these dudes. But I don't know, man. We seen other quarterbacks speak up against management like, hey, get somebody in here, I'm done.
Yeah, like a GM.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. You can't fire the GM in Dallas. Usually it's like a GM or a head coach or something gets fired for the player, but
It's just a weird dynamic. It's so frustrating in Dallas because it's like we were just talking about with Dak. Like sometimes you be like, "Oh, speak up and just go off on him," but then you're like, Jerry and them is weird. Like they kind of vindictive with shit. you speak up against them, they be on some bullshit. Like you gotta be quiet in Dallas. That's what I feel.
yeah, I don't think Micah wanted to go to Green Bay. I don't think he did. He looked disappointed when he first got
You gotta
there.
be quiet in Dallas. I just feel like you gotta be quiet in Dallas. You start speaking up and they're gonna be like, you out of here, buddy. We ain't listening to that shit.
Going back to the comments a little bit before we get in more into the draft. Recap of what the last
I
5
appreciate
seasons
these
draft
joints. I
picks.
didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're good.
These J's. I appreciate these J's.
Really?
I really do.
Good.
From me to you, we appreciate these J's, buddy.
Well, good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm glad that we could enjoy some J's together.
Yes, sir.
I like J's. I feel like I taste it better. That's it.
I mean, you and one thing about
But I do like the other ones too.
But I'm gonna say one thing about you. Reason why I don't bulk. Usually, you like my homeboy Juan. My homeboy Juan. He in Cali right now. All he did is roll J's. He rolled them motherfuckers so damn good though. I'll be like, you know what? It's cool. We'll smoke the J's because you roll them good. So they smoke so good. I'm cool with them.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You roll them motherfuckers so damn good. I'm like,
They can go around a few times.
Yep.
It's nice. Yeah.
If I did it, it's a snake. I roll blunts. I roll a J. It's a snake, and you smoke. You take 2 hits, that joker gone. You like, hey man, don't have him roll the J's no more.
I rolled a lot of J's, but I used to roll blunts too and smoke a lot more blunts. But
you remember we would smoke blunts?
Yeah,
back in school.
I've definitely rolled blunts, and I feel like I was
rolling
good at rolling blunts too.
You was rolling blunts and J's.
Yeah, I don't know. I just guess always smoking alone because I don't really smoke with a lot of people or anything. Like it's always usually just me. Just a little J just does it for me. I don't know. Allows me to smoke more frequently.
It makes sense.
I think I enjoy the process a little bit more than, or at least as much as how it makes you feel. Like I just like to do it.
I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, I ain't doing it. I'm blunts by myself, but when I come over here, I'm cool with the J's because I'm like, I know he roll them right. That joker gonna go around like 7 times with the J. That don't really happen. I like that,
especially if I don't forget to pass, because sometimes I'll just be like, oh shit, did I even? I'm like,
I've been catching you. You've been catching it tonight. I watched
you. He's like, oh yeah, he caught it.
I did catch it. You were like, ooh. Oh, I got you.
Oh yeah, but I just want to give a couple more shout outs and then let's get back into this for a minute, and then we'll run through also the roster, the current roster. Let's see, like, who do we not want back? You know what I mean?
Whole bunch.
But yeah, and then I don't even know what that comment means. But J.W. Jones said, "Happy New Year, big dog." And then Reggie said, "Love the new setup, BGJ."
Yes, sir. It's all G.
And then. Yeah, but we couldn't do this show though if you weren't in it. So
yeah, I know
it works together. But yeah, it's just a whole combination.
Mm-hmm.
And then David Belair said, "Happy holidays, Big and G." Thank you, sir. Happy New Year.
I appreciate Dave. I want to give a shout out to Dave. He's one of my. I don't know if I want to say this. I don't be like on that one of my biggest supporters. Like I'm not on that. I appreciate you just effing with me. But Dave has always like have a great day. Have a great week. Just
some like positive.
Always positive. Always. Every single time.
That's a good quality.
And I just want to tell Dave, I appreciate when you make your comments on my videos. Every comment you've ever made, it does mean a lot to me. It does. Because the way your positivity is with it I don't know what it does to me. It just gets me more inspired to want to do things. So his positivity has a lot of great energy. Just from me, from when I see you, it brings me a lot of good energy. So I just want to tell you, thank you again for everything you've done, all your comments, all your positivity. I appreciate it. And I want to tell you on the mic right now. Thank you.
That's been something that's happened throughout the years. He's been around a long time.
I think he's been kind of new, maybe 2 years.
But he's always.
But since then, it's been. Appreciate you, dog. Have a great day. Have a great week.
Just real.
It's always have a great day. Have a great day.
That's good because that could make you have a good day.
It does. It does. So I appreciate it.
That's good.
For sure.
Golden Heart City said it's minus 38 at my house. Where are you at? Shout us out. Where
are you in
at?
Alaska?
Yeah, where you guys
You're
at?
in Antarctica, bro?
Minus 38.
You might need to go somewhere because I feel like you're going to die.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Don't be outside.
Yeah,
that's
minus
hypothermia.
Yeah, minus 38. I'm not being around nothing minus 38.
You better have heat and you better have energy for your fires or something. You better,
yeah, for real. I'm not doing no minus nothing.
Then he says,
Boo knows that. I
said,
don't do cold.
Oh yeah, it's rough for me out here, especially after going.
You
to
like
Cali.
cold?
Well, after going to Cali though, I don't know. I got used
you're
to
a
down
polar
there.
bear. I remember I called you a polar bear when we first met. I said you're a polar bear. You're a polar bear.
I mean, I grew up here in
I
this
know you're
climate,
a polar bear,
but I got used to San Diego down there, and it was just great. Never snowed.
Mm-hmm.
Like the winters was like 50 degrees still. It was still like 50.
Bro, I remember when we went to your crib with your sister. That was the best time ever.
Which one? Which crib? I lived about 4 different places.
No,
there.
not that
I
one.
can't remember quite.
When
was it the balcony one?
Yes.
Where I had the plants out on the balcony?
Yes. It was like 2019.
Yeah. It was right after I first went out there.
Yes.
It was that training camp.
Yes.
That was a nice condo.
That was the shit. Wasn't it, babe?
You had the mountains and everything right out there.
That crib was the shit.
Yeah, so we were able to get that, though, because we had about 4 people that lived there.
That was, I don't care.
We all split it, you know.
That when we woke up in the morning, when we woke up in the morning and we looked at the mountains, we're like, you know what the fuck we're doing?
I love that, man. Palm trees right outside.
Remember when we were smoking it? Going out there smoking on the balcony?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful every day.
Every day.
Oh my God. Remember the trips, babe?
Sunlight.
Oh my God. I love Cali.
Like 320 days a year. Sunlight.
Dog, Cali is the shit. Not at living.
Blue skies.
But it's the shit.
Yeah, because you get a little bit of everything. At least down in Southern California,
it never rains, and it does.
Down there in San Diego, because you're right there by the border of Mexico.
San Diego is when you fly into San Diego, and bro, the airport when you fly in and all that water,
right on the water, the mountains. You got the mountain skyline in the back. You could probably see the desert a little bit too.
You're taking the camera and like, do you know where I'm landing? Everything looks rich out here.
This is like so when I moved out there, it really did feel like a different world.
It did. California is different from America.
It was nothing like.
Am I right, boo?
Here.
California is different from everything in America. Period.
It's like its own little.
It is. It's its own
country or something.
It is. It's California is different from everything else here. Period.
Yeah.
California is the best place to live. Financially, no. But if you just want to live and be free, California is it.
Yeah.
You are free in Cali.
You don't need like some nice big house or something like. You just get a little apartment
Cali
and be real happy out there.
Bro, because everybody's just cool.
Yeah, like.
Cali is everybody.
Well, see, I don't know about like northern parts of Cali, but I know San Diego in particular, the southern part of that down there.
Was the shit.
I know it's a huge state, so some stuff's different as you go up north.
I'm taking a bathroom break.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going with Cali.
I don't want to keep talking about Cali.
Okay.
I was actually want to get back into football, Cowboys and stuff. We kind of went on a little thing there, but anyone who stayed tuned in, we certainly appreciate that. We had a comment from a member, Arkansas 870. Oh, I better get it on me. Look, I'm still they're looking at nobody sitting in the chair there. But now we're back. We get a comment from Welcome to Biggie Level. He's a member. Or Arkansas 870 says, welcome to Big Eat Level. Oh, we got somebody in San Diego. It's JR Recruiter. He said San Diego is rainy right now. So you would get some rain, but you would have long, long droughts down there. I remember it'd go 6 months or more without rain. It'd be very, very dry. They'd even have signs up like only shower once a day or something crazy like that. Like when you're going down the highway. Calvin Jefferson said it snows in Northern California. That's what I mean. The climate's totally different as you go up because the state's so big. I guess we are going to keep talking about California a little bit. I said I wasn't. We went right back to it. Hopefully that's entertaining for someone. She said, yes, we purposely went up and down the coast. It does feel different. You mean like taking that drive down the ocean side and you see the water and the mountains? Yeah, that's pretty crazy, especially up there in that LA, Malibu area. That's about the furthest north I went. Oxnard, we went up there for training camp. I ended up keep talking about California.
See, look at you.
Because people in the comments wanted to jump in on that.
See, everybody love Cali.
It said Seattle has San Francisco's fog, no rain. I think he said San Francisco's SFs.
I've been to Seattle because I used to fly with the airlines.
I've been there too.
So,
I like it there.
I like Seattle. It does rain a lot, but Seattle's cool.
The weather's more kind of like here a little bit.
Yeah, it is. Have you ever been to Oregon?
Oh, let me get that.
Have you ever been to Oregon?
I've not done Oregon.
Oregon's.
Nope. But I can imagine.
And I'll tell you what, Utah too. I know Utah, but Utah is beautiful.
I think I've been to a couple.
Utah is beautiful.
I know I've done Idaho.
I've been to Idaho. I've been to Boise, Idaho.
Idaho's nice. I was up in like the northwest part, like close to the Washington border.
Mm-hmm.
Way up there in the mountains. It's just nothing but pine trees and mountains.
Wow.
Giant mountains, like bigger than the California ones.
I felt weird in Idaho though.
Maybe. I don't really know. I mean,
I was like,
it depends on what you're paying attention to, I guess. I didn't really think of it.
But Idaho was cool though. I was like, I'm in Boise, Idaho. Idaho.
Yeah. I know Denver's really cool.
Oh, Denver's the shit.
But yeah, we're
Colorado's
going off about cities. We're not talking Cowboys, but we'll get back into it.
They ain't want shit.
It can be more than Cowboys. You can stick around for that.
Yeah, you can. Because everybody, what we talking about Cowboys? What they doing?
Yeah, I mean, we're really just kind of trying to fill.
Can I get a sip of your peach?
Fill some content. Yeah, go ahead.
I can't.
You need a shot glass or something?
Yeah, I need wifey. Your wife.
Maybe
she said she was bartending.
I think if you go down to the bar, well, I don't know where she went.
Babe, you got it.
Or I could go if you want to hit on something.
Nope, I want you to talk.
You want me to talk? Why?
Because I like how you bring in the questions.
Oh, okay.
She can.
Well, we were going to get back into what we were talking about, which was going to be because we hit the comments before we were going to jump into this. And appreciate all the comments. Keep them coming in. Calvin Jefferson actually said, we could answer this one real quick. We don't have to go all deep, but like he said, when do they fire Eberflus? Does it feel like it's all but done? I guess we could touch on that. Does it feel like it's all but done? And what do you think of these like speculations with Brian Flores and, you know, there's a lot of speculation. What do you think about it?
This is why I feel like Eberflus is gone. Because so many people are talking about him. And I just don't think Jerry want to hear it. You get what I'm saying? So many people are going to be pissed if he brings him back next year. I don't think he wants to deal with it. And I think that's why he will get rid of him. Because he doesn't want to hear that noise. Because it's going to be loud.
Do you think that move up to the booth instead of being down the sideline is kind of an early sign? Like, all right, just kind of get out of the spotlight now. So just stay up there. That's what we'll do with you till the season's over. I don't know.
Shotty was like, I'm done with you. It felt like Shotty was like, me and him had conversations, and then we decided he'd go upstairs. Shotty basically was like, I'm done with you, dog. You making me look bad.
I mean, he can do that because he's got the number one offense in the league. And, you know, you've definitely scored enough points. I think you scored maybe a league high in points, somewhere up there in the top.
Mm-hmm.
But like 600 and some points. Like they've been a really high scoring number one offense. And, yeah, to have that and not be able to win games, that's crazy. You're putting up 30 points a game, and you're giving up 35 points a game, something crazy like that. This is one of the worst defenses of all time, I think, right? Mm-hmm. Historically bad, at least this season, that lasts in almost every category.
And what's so bad about it is it's not lacking of talent. You would think if you have a historically bad defense, you have no talent on that defense. You actually have a little bit of talent on that defense. And then you got Quentin Williams, Clowney, Kenny Clark, Osa, I mean, you got some guys up on that front line, you feel me? And you're still getting your teeth kicked in. You know what I'm saying? Like you're still getting your teeth kicked in. And I don't know what happened because I'm gonna just say this. You know, we was listening to Boss earlier today, and Boss was making some sense when he was talking about Eberflus. One of the things he made sense with me with Eberflus was, and he's right, only Cowboys Joe. He's right. Cowboys Joe, I'm going to give him props too because I've been on his show one time and he follows me and I follow him and he be coming with some real shit like, gee, I'm for real. Cowboys Joe is the only one that I heard on Twitter say Eberflus is a mistake.
Like when it first happened before we see
Yes,
anything?
as soon as they hired him, that he said this is a mistake.
Well, it should have been kind of obvious because based on how the Bears played.
I don't think it's that because Eberflus has been hailed as a good defensive coordinator, the linebacker whisperer, because Indianapolis, he had a good defense. He had talent with it, and he had a good defense.
Yeah, I could take that back because, like what you said with Dan Quinn was like, he's probably not a great head coach. He's probably a really good defensive coordinator.
Yeah, because you're seeing how Washington going to fall off. Like, they're going to keep doing that. And even with Atlanta, I said, Atlanta, he was quick, and then it fades. He's going to do it with Washington. It's going to be quick, and it's going to fade. That his rah-rah stuff is more for a defense, not for a team.
Would you take him back if he could?
Hell yes. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, I sure would. If he was open and available and there was other – but my thing, I wouldn't instantly jump to him. I don't want to really – I must take that back because I don't instantly want to retread. I want them to do a real search where they go through people. The problem with Dallas is this is what we all talk about, and this is what I made in a couple of videos ago, is that look at the pattern how they do. And I was engaging with somebody who was talking to me crazy about this thing with Dan Quinn. This is how I feel. Okay, so when Mike McCarthy became the head coach, right? They let him do the hiring of the defensive coordinator, right? He hired Mike Nolan, his boy. Well, it failed, right? So the next year they said, well, we're going to do it. But Dan Quinn got fired in the middle of Atlanta season. Dan Quinn, who was the defensive coordinator of the Legion of Boom. So this dude's telling me that they didn't look up. How the fuck you didn't look up? Because if Dan Quinn didn't fired and Atlanta kept him, who would have been the defensive coordinator then?
Yeah.
But listen, so they get Dan Quinn, right? He goes on. What do? They go back to what they're used to, Mike Zimmer. Although I didn't hate Mike Zimmer, they still went back to what they're used to. As soon as they got rid of him, what did they do? They went back to what they're used to. Matt Eberflus. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the problem. And the only reason why they're going to go for Flores is because everybody's talking about him now. That's how dumb Dallas is. Oh, everybody's talking about Flores. Well, we'll just throw him a boatload of money. No, go through a whole damn search and don't just focus on him. There's a lot of other defensive coordinators too besides him. Look, I'm not saying he couldn't be the solution, G, but make a thorough search before you decide it's going to be him.
So you think that
if he's available,
you think they would try to maybe go after him if he's available?
I think they would now, just because everybody. It's almost like these are the media cowboys. Everybody started talking about it in Dallas media, blah 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 blah. Just like I said with Eberflus, if everybody wasn't talking about it every single damn day, he probably wouldn't let go of Eberflus. But he's going to feel that pressure of getting rid of Eberflus because everybody's talking about it. So he'll feel the pressure. Now, he's probably going to feel the pressure of getting Brian Flores because it's in the media, it's in the news, it's in anything. So everybody's going to be like, oh, you didn't even think about looking at him. So he's going to feel that pressure just saying, oh, we're going to talk to him.
Yeah, and you were talking about that comfortability thing and what you just said about Eberflus. That's kind of what the same thing with Shoddy, really.
It is.
Because you look at like Ben Johnson was out there, Liam Cohen, the other guys we
they didn't
compared
even
them
bother
to
to
before.
look at him.
Yeah, they didn't even think about it. They just were in-house, and they kind of always been that way. Jason Garrett was in-house. McCarthy was one of the out ones, and we were excited about that.
But you know why he went with McCarthy? Because it was 10 years of Garrett.
Yeah.
And people were like, we're done with this shit.
Yeah.
So what do? Let me get a Super Bowl coach. McCarthy. It brought us back in. He did it with Parcells. When he was have all them losing seasons with Dave Campo, what'd he do? He got Parcells. Well, we jump right back on the train.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry looks at the media and listens to that stuff. Okay, I need to do something drastic. That's what he does. He does listen to that stuff. That's why I said if we were vocal enough, he would make some changes. Say it loud enough. We saying it loud enough. Dallas Cowboys fans ain't trying to see no Eberflus next year, so that's the only reason why I'm seeing why he's going to be gone. And then now so many people are talking about Flores every single day. So now he's going to feel compelled to, well, let's reach out to him. At least, and then when he reaches out to him, he's going to put in the media, Dallas reached out to Brian Flores, but he decided blah, blah, blah. And then he'll make himself feel better. We tried. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I guess as long as they don't keep Eberflus, I think a lot of people will be happy no matter who steps in there except for him. You made me think of Chris Richard earlier. Talking about Dan Quinn, and remember we were hyped about Chris Richard. But there's so much stuff like that we could go into.
But I mean, Dan Quinn did a good job here. I mean, people mad at didn't stop the run. I get that, but he took over a defense that was terrible in 2020, and they were setting records.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, in that 22 season, that defense played badass in them playoffs. Offense didn't step up, period.
Let us know in the comments. I see someone said Marvel and Group said,
my dog.
He said,
that's Wink.
I hope I pronounced that right.
Yeah, that's Wink.
Marvel and Group.
Yep, that's Wink.
Said, I want Jim Leonard over Brian Flores. And then he also said Jerry hires coaches from familiarity and nepotism.
He does.
Yeah, they do. Yep, that's what we see.
Because everybody's comfortable, and that's the problem. You know, just like how you mentioned Shotty. Shotty, even though we like Shotty, right? It's not like we don't dislike Shotty, but it's how you did it. You brought him in the program. You let him be around the team for a couple of years, and then it made y'all get comfortable and cozy with each other. No, everybody knows each other. Everybody's comfortable with each other, and then boom, you're gonna be the hire. We ain't mad at you, Shotty. We like you, but we don't like how Jerry did this. We don't like how he brings you in and keeps you here, and then all of a sudden you're the guy in waiting, because he did it with Garrett. That's why I said, is this Jason Garrett part 2? If they win tomorrow, what was Jason Garrett's first full season? 8-8.
Mm-hmm.
What was Shotty's first full season? If they win tomorrow or win that next game, 8-8.
Yep. Same thing.
And then look at it. What was Garrett's offenses? They had top offenses with Garrett too. Yeah, but you hear what I'm saying, G?
Mm-hmm.
They had top offenses with Jason Garrett.
Yeah. Yep. You can look back. That's kind of what's been just a quick note on like Dak. Like that's impressive. No matter who's been in there, he's been able to put up those numbers. I know he ain't making those clutch plays, he does. But what we've already talked about.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's
impressive
catch.
though that he's been able to do that. No matter
That was
what.
dope.
Oh, something happened over there.
My phone was on my lap and it slid down, and I caught it.
Ooh, that would have messed it up even more.
It'd have been done. It'd have been done.
That'd have been his
done.
final.
Yeah, that'd have been his.
I see it's
that'd have been
all.
his last. You seen his tape?
I see his tape. Yep, I seen the tape.
I don't care though. It's ghetto.
Yeah, that's cool.
It
I mean,
works.
I guess as long as it works for you, but
It works.
it just messes with our mics though. It's weird.
That's so weird.
It's like the antennas hanging out or something. But let's go back to the draft a little bit. We kind of went way off. Well, I guess I want to stay in the comments because I like being in the comments. But
go ahead. Do what you
I do want to keep talking about the draft.
You the DJ.
A little bit. Yeah, we got some time here. So if you guys want to go stick around, we can get back to the draft a little bit.
You want some more, G?
We recapped at the 2022.
You don't got to pour a lot of mine.
We recapped the 2022 draft. So we're going to hit the 23, 24, 25, and then just talk about guys that aren't on the team anymore. Or, if you can continue to remember who's on the team from said drafts. Sad part about those drafts is those last 5 there is, these are guys that should still be here. It's only been 5 years. I guess it would be their 5th or 6th season at this point, but
that Mozzie draft was bad.
Calvin Jefferson said, what about Jim Schwartz as a defensive coordinator?
I like
I've
Jim
heard
Schwartz.
about that for the Browns.
I love Jim Schwartz. I would take Jim Schwartz in a heartbeat. But it's almost like, can I say this, Cowboys fans? It's almost like those guys are so dope other places, then they come to Dallas saying shit. No, I can't say that about Quinn because Quinn came over here and kicked ass. So I guess I can't really say that. But it just, I don't know. Schwartz, he might be. No, I'm gonna take that back because Schwartz is just kind of nasty. Schwartz is good.
Before you consider what you're gonna say, just remember what we said last week. We gotta keep in mind we gotta do all this in spite of Jerry. So I know we want to be like,
That's
it
how
don't matter. You bring him over, he's gonna suck. But maybe if you do get the right guy, somehow you can overcome that because that's what it's gonna take.
But what's crazy when you say that, we all know Dallas has to win in spite of Jerry, right? But doesn't that feel like we have to play A+ football every game? Has to be perfect football. We have a little bit of mistakes, we fall apart.
Well, that's because you never see both sides clicking at the same time. But I guess that's not true either because you did that one season in 22 we talked about. But they don't click at the same time in the big games. It's either the defense is bad like you saw against Green Bay. Well, I guess the offense too. They were both not clicking in that one. The offense did later. But that's how it happened in, 2016 too, right? Same thing. Kind of got smoked early and then started playing good at the end there.
Yeah. And then 2018, they started off good. Dak started off good. That defense just fell apart, right? But you had a bunch of really nobodies, and they just took advantage of it. That's the coaching. Scott McVay. What's his name? Scott McVay? Is it Scott McVay?
That sounds right.
Sean McVay.
Yep.
That's a damn good coach over there. That's why they're competing.
Yeah,
again.
he's like a Shanahan.
He's a Shanahan, so he knows how to coach. You know what he said? They ain't got nobody up front. We're running on them. We don't got to throw. That's how good of a coach he is.
Yeah, he just knows how to win that game.
And we had a Marinelli defense.
Yeah, Super Bowl with Jared Goff. Super Bowl appearance, almost beat Tom Brady.
You feel me? And then traded them and got Stanford and won. And they
that's
remember
crazy.
when they said F'd all them picks and got rid of all them picks and built right back
How
through
you
the draft
gonna
and
just
came
trade
right.
your Super Bowl quarterback? That's crazy. That
Ain't
takes
that crazy?
some guts.
That's some nuts.
And the owner's letting them do that.
Because he believes in them, right?
That's what we need. Just get somebody. Just trust him. Let him do his
But
thing.
that's the problem. See, that's what we talk about as the problem. What you just said. That owner says, "I believe in you. I'm gonna just stay out the way and let you do this." Jerry wants to do this.
Yeah, he wants to be in there.
He wants to do
you
this.
See that? Anybody watch that Hard Knocks? You see it on there.
He wants to do this. He don't want. He'll let you have your little thing, but at the end of the day, he's there. You get what I'm saying? He's right there. No matter what, I'm right there on your shoulder. Yeah, you can do all this, but I'm right here. I'm like, damn, back up, little motherfucker. Get off. Leave me alone. My bad. Leave me alone. Get away from me. That's what Bill Parcells and Jimmy Johnson used to say. Get away from me. Go have a seat somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down.
That's why those 10 years weren't very long. You see, Jason Garrett gets 10 years of mediocrity.
Because Jason Garrett was cool. Like, they were in cahoots. They were cool with each other. Yeah, Jason Garrett might have been meticulous in things, and yeah, he had some good things he did. But the fact of the matter is they were all comfortable in cahoots with each other. So since he was looking at you as the guy, you had more grace because I handpicked you. Just think, if you had 3 8-8 seasons as a head coach, and then you had 1 12-4 season, you get rewarded a 5-year deal. That's crazy. You missed the playoff 3 straight years. The 4th year, on your last year, you make the playoffs, and then you get rewarded a 5-year deal. That's crazy to me.
Well, that's because they want to be like, we got
the guy. We told you.
We homegrown him. He was a quarterback for us. It's
That's
tradition.
what they're going to say. We told you.
They just had like a hope, but it wasn't reality. Back to the comments for a second before we go back. Kevin Giss said, "What's up, homie?
What's up, KG?
Good to see y'all back together." He's been around a while, huh?
That's my dog. That's my enforcer.
Appreciate the comment.
He gonna laugh at that one. You know you my enforcer.
And then Marvelin Group, he likes to put his comments loud. I can see, he stands out, his comments.
Who's that?
Marvelin Group.
Oh yeah, Wink. That's Wink. You just call him Wink.
Wink. You said Wink?
Yeah. He came to that's Wink. Wink came down to Ohio. He was traveling through his job, and he came down. He was like, "Big, I'm gonna be in Columbus. What's up? Let's hook up." So we met at the Cowboys bar, and
The one you and I went to?
Yep. Well, we did the interview with
By Eastland Mall?
Yeah, well, we did the interview with Taco and Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
He came up. We went there, and she remembers us. She was like, remember she came with us again. She was like, "Hey, go follow his page, Big Gang James." She still be on it. She still be showing a lot of love for me. Yeah, social club. She shows a lot of love. Social Club, shout out to y'all. But yeah, Wink was there. We met there. We had a good time. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my dog Wink. He came out there at Ohio, YO, and we kicked it. I appreciate you, Wink.
Yeah, I love that. I missed that, like when when we used to do that.
Yeah.
That was fun. Those had some really good
Yeah,
times
some
back
real
then.
good times.
Willie Stovall's in there. He's been
Willie.
around.
Willie.
I think Willie might be like almost a day one or something.
Yeah, Willie
way
might,
back.
Willie might be 2017.
Definitely a long time ago. We started
Willie
in
might be
early
2017.
2017.
Yeah, Willie might be 2017.
I think we started at the beginning of 2017, just talking Cowboys. We were doing podcasts in 2016
Yeah.
when we were in that school.
Willie been there since 2017.
It's about to be 2026.
Willie's a dog. My dog, Willie. Stone. Been there.
That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I've seen some.
That makes me
familiar
feel
names.
good
I've
when
seen
I
some
see a lot of
familiar names.
people who've been riding with us and for us for 7-8 years. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
dog.
that's
I really do.
That's cool to me too. That people
really do.
remember you because it's like maybe they wonder. I wonder what producer G's doing now or something like that.
Well, first thing everybody says as soon as they see us back together, oh, y'all back together. I love it. Y'all back together. I love it. Them was my people, so I appreciate it. I just want to give a shout out to everybody in the comments and everybody who been a rider for a long.
Look.
What?
Look, Willie Stovall remembers the get him when we're doing the
When we were
play-by-play.
doing our play-by-play.
That must be when he
You
got
know who
on.
started it?
That was so he was been at
who
least
started
since 2018.
That's 2018.
Yeah, at least.
Here you go, Jay.
That's when we did the play-by-plays.
That's when we started. Look. That's when we started it.
Yeah, 2017. 2017, we started in our in the living room. And then remember, we were recording podcasts down in the basement with the green wall or the blue wall or something like that.
Wall. We had the black and white sports report.
I still got black and white sports report. Yeah, I still got the.
Y'all don't know why it was called the
video
black
from
and white
back then.
sports report? Black, white
Mhm.
sports report.
And we did talk about a wide variety of things there.
We talked about everything. Remember, we always did every sport, and then the last half hour we dedicated just to Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm not good at other sports though, to be honest with you.
We
Like,
still
I
have- we
probably wouldn't have much to say about.
We did because that was the
NBA a
time.
little
That
bit.
was the time when the Cavs had that miracle run against the Golden State Warriors and came back and won the championship.
Yep, the 2016 LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
That was when he came back the
Yep.
second year, I think.
Yep,
after
we
he
was
came
doing
back.
shows talking about that. We was there.
But all right, yeah, appreciate everybody in the comments. Let's go back to what we was doing here a little bit. We was about to get back into the draft talk. So just to wrap that up real quick, the 23 draft. I'm gonna let you just go because you don't even need to see nothing.
Blech.
I'm gonna just confirm what you're saying right here on this sheet.
Blech. I know Mozzie, Schoonmaker. I don't even know those other guys. Like
I just mean like who's on the team still, because remember that's what we were saying before.
23. 23.
You got Schoonmaker.
Schoonmaker. Because they had the defensive end. Did they have Vilma that year?
William Fehoko.
Yeah, Fehoko.
Mm-hmm.
They had offensive linemen. They had the offensive line from North Carolina.
Richards.
Asim Richards. He don't play.
He's not even in the league. But yeah, then there was Eric Scott, DB.
DB
I mean, you could say all
From
these
Wake
names,
Forest?
and you
From
barely
Wake-
recognize some
from Wake
of
Forest.
them. Eric Scott, Southern Mississippi.
Son,
And then there was Deuce Vaughn in that draft.
why'd you do it?
And then Overshone was in that draft. So that wasn't a bad third-round pick.
He's hurt all the time.
Yeah. But
He hasn't did anything but 1 year.
I do feel better, though, about him going in the next season, especially if they do get a new defensive coordinator, considering that he survived this year healthy, right? I mean, I know he had a
the concussion though.
concussion, but the knee, so I feel good about the knee at least.
I don't.
But we'll see. Is he going to be like Sean Lee, like you said? And a lot of people agree with you on that, too. Is he just going to be injury prone in general? Because Sean Lee didn't just hurt one thing. He was always getting hurt in different parts of his body and stuff. So
It would be always something with him. I said I can't get hyped on Sean Lee no more. Like when Sean Lee was, they were like Sean Lee back. So
yeah, like
you feel me?
he might
Like,
get hurt this game.
Yeah, what? So he can get hurt this next. We get hyped when he get 19 tackles, then he's limping out at the end of the game with a hamstring injury, and he's out the next 4. He was Anthony Davis. That's who that is. Anthony Davis makes me sick. I don't mean to switch, but that's what it feels like. Anthony Davis is always freaking hurt. He'll have a 32-20 rebound game. You're like, yeah, and Anthony Davis next game with a calf injury, gonna be out the next 3 games. Man, damn, I don't want to hear that no more. Damn you, Anthony Davis. What's the point of always talking about you is when you have a big game and when we need you the most, you're hurt.
Yeah, I think most of his career he's been injured like
you feel
that.
me?
Yeah.
So I don't get hyped. I'm not getting
injury-prone
hyped
guy.
about no Overshown no more. I like his
Some other
talent.
guys like that too.
You're injury prone. And until you can show you can play a whole 17 games. 17.
I still feel, I see what you're saying, but I still feel decent about it considering that it's going to put a lot of time between when he got hurt to when he plays again next year. So hopefully all of that time. But is he past it mentally? That's a thing. And then also, I thought he did look explosive at times this season, but I don't know if Eberflus used him the right way.
That's probably true. But like I said, I just can't get hyped on him because a game I can see him going crazy, getting like 20 tackles, then I can see him limping off with a calf or something. I just feel that with him now.
He missed 2 games.
Yeah, like you'll go crazy in a game and we're excited about you, then you're hurt. I'm not doing that.
And it'll be a key game because
it'll be a game where we need you the most.
Yeah, because with the Cowboys, if one guy gets hurt, we talked about that. It's over.
It destroys the whole team.
If one of your key guys goes down, that's it. There's no. That's always been that way for the Cowboys, really.
But see, that's what the point is with the Cowboys. What they do with free agency, draft, and whatever. We shouldn't have to feel if Tony Pollard goes down, the game is over. We shouldn't have to feel that way. We shouldn't have to feel when Romo got hurt in 2015, the season was done. We shouldn't have to feel that way, but that's what we do because they go so top heavy with the talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They go the first round draft picks, you're hitting on them, but in that meat of the draft, you're not. Those guys aren't hitting,
and those are important pieces.
Those are the important pieces, and the pieces that you do have in there were mediocre. They were okay. So when you play against the top talent players in the playoffs and things like that, they falter because they're not the guys.
And I've said this before too, like you got to have guys that you could, because it's a salary cap league. You got to have those young guys on those cheaper rookie deals that outperform those contracts. That's what the teams do that win Super Bowls.
But you got to win on those rookie deals. That's the thing.
Before you got to give the big contract because you can't keep everybody.
Exactly, and they know that.
It's designed that way.
So those teams know that. So when they get them young players, they add them top players around them.
That kind of leads perfectly into something.
Okay.
You want to keep going though?
No, go. I want to listen to what you got to say.
Yeah, so that leads right into what's the last thing you just said there?
I said when we were talking about how you draft a bunch of rookies, that's why you got to get those dogs around them and then make it blend right then because you only got a short windows with those short rookies because you got to pay them.
Okay, thanks because that brought it right back. So I was going to ask you this. I don't know if I sent you.
Can I have another sip?
Yeah.
I'll give you some money.
Nah, go ahead, man.
Okay, because I don't want to come over here and just be drinking and drinking. Be like, damn, Jay, come over here and just.
I mean, it's all good as long as you don't take it all. I mean,
no, I'll buy you a whole bottle.
All right, but I still don't want that just like completely gone. Then.
No, I want to buy you a whole bottle though.
That's cool.
And I'll bring it over tomorrow.
Oh well, you don't have to do all that.
No, that's what I want to do.
All right, well, I appreciate it then.
Okay, that's your Christmas present.
I'll just accept it.
Okay,
I won't fight.
So we got to come back over here tomorrow, boo, and drop his bottle. Don't you do that. He's 15 minutes away.
I just don't,
I got you. We're bringing it over tomorrow. That's your Christmas present. Merry Christmas. I might bring over a blunt too.
Damn, he's going crazy.
Don't go crazy, babe.
So the type of draft picks, because what you said brought it right into this.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of draft pick would you rather have? Because you got different types of guys that are like. You've got guys who are your best available on your draft board.
Mm-hmm.
You can, I should say different. These are just different types of ways you could draft, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The best available players, you're drafting for your needs.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like guys who are NFL ready now.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's what they think is NFL ready now.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like projects with potential.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of draft do you think the Cowboys should have here? Like, because obviously they probably should go into free agency and address some needs first, and then you know what you might need, or you could fill those needs so you could do best available. What kind of strategy would it be? Or because that window's so small, like we talked about with Dak, would you want to kind of go after a guy you might think might be more NFL ready to make an impact immediately for your team? It might be hard to find guys like that, but with 2 first-round picks,
F them picks.
You don't
We
think-
got to do them Rams. I'm not. Look, everybody's talking about David Bailey, Lorenzo Styles. I get it. Not Lorenzo, but Sonny Styles. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm thinking about Lorenzo. But Sonny Styles, and we got the goods more on Sonny Styles than y'all do. I'm going to just tell y'all that right now. Sonny Styles was right here in our backyard. Straight up. Right here in our backyard playing safety. That's why everybody's loving him, see, because he played safety. He was the top safety in the whole country. They converted him to linebacker. So that's why you love him, because as he's playing linebacker, he had range as a safety. So that means he can cover the field. Not only is he big and can attack, he can cover the whole field because he had range as a safety. That's why you're so enamored with him. And he's 6'5", 250 pounds. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I want to get a Max Crosby. If y'all talking about this Max Crosby thing, I just listened to Max Crosby again. He said, look, I get it, but I ain't what I'm about. That's what I'm here to play. Now, I can say, why are you saying that about with Dak? I get that. I love the attitude, but y'all ain't winning, so I don't mind them sitting your ass down. I get your thought pattern, but you ain't winning shit. You bro, we might need to trade you. You get hurt, you damage goods. Sorry if you don't like it. Sorry if you don't like that. You get hurt in this game, a meaningless game. You tear up a knee. You're hurting our stuff. So you may not like that, but you know this is a business. You get what I'm saying? But if you got them first rounders, G, I'm not waiting on the young guys. If Max Crosby is available, he's only 30 or 29 to 30. And he's the type of dude you want in the locker room. You talked about adding Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark. That's another dude with the mentality that you want to add in the locker room. We talk about we got to overcome Jerry. Well, you need players that can overcome Jerry. I don't know if rookies, David Bailey or Sonny Styles Jr. or whatever, are going to overcome Jerry. You know why? You know why, G? Because they're rookies and they're like, I'll play for the Dallas Cowboys. Whereas Max Crosby's already been in this league. I don't got time for the foolishness. We trying to win or what?
Mm-hmm.
Dak will be 33 next year. I think Dak will want a Max Crosby with them draft picks being spent on him and having him, Quentin Williams restructuring or doing something with Kenny Clark and keeping Osa and figuring that out. I think he will want that. Now you got Easy on the other side with a Max Crosby and Quentin Williams. Bro, F them picks. So if Jerry got the nuts, like you say, to me, I don't want rookies. I want Max Crosby.
So then you don't even
I don't want them
want to
rookies.
choose any of those.
I don't want them rookies.
All right.
I want Max Crosby.
I was just thinking, like there's
Nope.
some guys like a Zeke or even a Tyler Booker that's
I
a
ain't got
starter
time for
right
that.
away.
That's
But
a great
they're
guess.
First day starters though.
Right, but
You don't have to wait.
you good.
You might have to wait for them to get better, but they're gonna make an impact immediately. Is what I'm
right,
saying.
but you still are taking that chance. You didn't know Zeke. You thought Zeke was going to be good, but you didn't know Zeke was going to be good. You know Max Crosby's going to be a dog, right?
I mean, I felt like Zeke was gonna be good, but I feel like you had to
So
pick him
I'm
when they
asking.
picked him
So I'm asking you then. You got these
with
two
that offensive line.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. With them 2 first-round picks, okay, right, this year, you got Quentin Williams right there, Kenny Clark, Osa, and Easy, and you add Max Crosby. Let's say you spend one of the first-rounders and your fourth, and maybe even have to give up a player. You wouldn't do that?
You think they would do it for a first and a fourth to the Raiders for Max Crosby and a player maybe?
Maybe a player.
Like what kind of player?
I don't know. I'll give you Sam Williams. He's on expiring contract, though.
I don't know. I think it'd probably be more like the Parsons thing, like maybe 2 first. Or a first and a second.
I
don't
still
know.
would do
something
it.
higher, a little bit higher.
I'm going to keep it real. I would give up 2 first for Max Crosby right now because you got a window. Gee, we just talked about it.
Yeah, I know.
We got a window. We ain't got time to wait on rookies. We don't know if they're going to be good.
You really don't know.
And the way this draft is, me and you knew, a lot of people knew when Zeke come in, he was going to be a dog, right? But you don't know if these guys going to be a dog on the defense, and you don't know the coordinator. You need a guy right now that can play in anything. Right now, there's a window, and it's like a couple years. You need to win now. So you need to get dogs now. So you need to, if it took 2 firsts, people saying that's too rich. No, so what? F them 2 firsts for this year. And you got Max Crosby.
Mm-hmm.
You have him for at least 2 or 3 years. You have Quentin Williams for at least 2 to 3 years. Now this is your window. Go hard. Put all your shit on the plate. Push it all in. All your chips. Push it all in and say F it. If it don't mess up, if it messes up, at least we tried.
In that scenario, what are you doing at linebacker and safety?
If I gave up the 2 firsts?
Because no, I'm just saying for Max Crosby, if you gave up the 2 firsts for Max Crosby,
Mm-hmm.
how's your secondary look? Because I feel like people would say that the secondary's bad and needs work, cornerback and things like that, and linebacker, of course.
I'm looking to finagle.
Like
who's on contracts? This is how.
That's what we need to talk about next week, probably the list of free agents, unless you want to hit on it.
No,
now,
but I'm just saying though, if you're telling me that, right? If you spend those 2 firsts on him, and then you're like, well, you still need defensive back help, you need safety help, then you need to be looking at your cap and like, okay, who may I get rid of? Who may I be able to trade that has value that I can flip a pick and get somebody. I added another pick and maybe get another player. That's what you're supposed to do as the organization. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like Cowboys are kind of lazy with that. They want it to fall in their laps.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they don't want to really wheel and deal like we see the Chiefs or the Rams or the Eagles. They be wheeling and dealing all the time. They ain't never satisfied. We don't see Cowboys do that.
Yeah.
It's like they want it to kind of fall in their lap and then they'll deal. No, you got to jump out there and wheel and deal. It's almost like they scared because we don't want to make a mistake and look dumb in the media. Yeah, that's what it feels. I don't know if that's true, but that's the way it feels. You got to go all in right now. We talked about all in. You got Quentin Williams. You lucked up in that, in my opinion, because you effed up with Parsons. Well, you got a Quentin Williams now. He's a dog. We know that. Kenny Clark is a dog to me.
Didn't help much this season, though. Kind of a wasted season with it. But
you're right. It was a wasted season, but if I'm going to say the pro Cowboys part of it, well, let's see you with a real defensive coordinator with that, and let's see what you do with it. Because I would definitely think if you had a Jim Schwartz, Brian Flores, whatever, and you traded for a Max Crosby, and you got Crosby, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, Osa, dog defensive coordinator's going to make something happen with that. I don't care, even if you got goofy-ass Jerry there.
Yeah, Willie Stovall said, this is kind of like back to the injury talk, but I won't believe the Revel hype till the brace comes off. So that just made me think of Revel, who maybe someone could use him a little bit better too. But go ahead.
I like Revel. You threw him in the fire. No training camp, no nothing. You threw him in. Do you understand how hard it is as a cornerback to play in this league with these receivers with no camp, no nothing, and they're just throwing him in the fire and say, hey, cover this guy with a messed up knee. Come on, man. Let's give him some grace.
So then I just wanted to wrap up this draft talk real quick so we can move on from that. But then we went over the 23 draft, but the 24 draft, Guyton, we're not sure about him yet. He's been in the news about moving to the other side, and then he's put on IR or whatever. So I don't know about him. But then there was Nealand, who 2nd round pick. Just looking at on the field stuff here, I don't know if he was a 2nd round pick. Maybe he could have developed into that. Just looking at talent wise, but that's just my opinion on that. But
I think he would have just been a steady player.
Yeah, like
wouldn't have been a standout.
One of those, yeah, exactly. Like who we've had some guys
Anthony
like
Spencer.
That. He was a little above average, I think. But
Anthony Spencer.
Nealand was pretty good though.
Anthony
I
Spencer
don't know.
was pretty good until he had the knee. Remember, he had the knee injury, but he was playing pretty good.
There's like 2nd round pick DeMarcus Lawrence, and then the 2nd round pick Nealand. Like, would he have reached that level of a Lawrence? I don't know. But he was definitely
kind of like a clone.
Definitely a good player, but I'm just saying I don't know about 2nd round pick,
right?
That high up there. So Cooper Beebe, still got him.
Dog.
Leofau didn't get used this year, really, not right at least.
Yeah, I like Leofau.
Special teams mostly, probably.
I like Leofau.
I do like him too. He's like kind of guy who can create some turnovers, I think too. Who else was there? Carson. He got a lot of good time this year, and then Flournoy. So we're still to see on that. That's only been in the last couple of years.
That's not a bad draft
so far yet. It's only been 2 years.
I can't hate on that draft because Flo was dog.
Mm-hmm.
Flo was a dog.
Yeah.
That's not a bad draft. 24 is not a bad draft.
Yeah. So that was a good one. 25, Booker. Obviously, that was a good hit in year 1 at least. Ezeraku, I think everyone sees the potential there.
I like Ezeraku.
Revel, we just talked about that.
I like Revel.
Jaden Blue's a disappointment for the
Yeah,
rookie year at least.
I don't know
so
what happened with that.
maybe something can happen still.
I
But
hope.
rookie year bust. Was it 5th round pick?
Yeah, he was a 5th
Yeah,
rounder.
because they didn't have a 4th round pick.
Yeah, he was a 5th rounder.
Shamar James, we was talking about him.
He got a lot of time, but he needs a lot of work. But he got a lot of good experience, in my opinion, and I think those are good things. So whatever happens with this coordinator, I think you see good positives with him. I see good positives with him. Needs work. That's why he was drafted low. But good athletic. Just feels like his awareness. Me and you were talking about his awareness. Just.
Well, I guess maybe if you can get the right coach with him, and tune him into stuff. Maybe
he's got. I think he has upside.
They probably need to just clean out the entire defensive staff and just start from scratch.
Why wouldn't
just
you?
hire an
You gotta
entire new staff?
I think you want to keep White Cotton though.
Well, that might be a guy. I don't know much
like
about
White
him,
Cotton.
but just.
But I don't want him to be the defensive coordinator.
Yeah. Just thinking of it, I just was like, why not just start over? Like start from scratch, let all new guys come in, and then you got to clean.
Let
house.
Schottenheimer pick him.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe that's why they're doing it. I mean, I know they like to meddle, but maybe that was part of the agreement. Maybe he is okay with them doing that because it's like too much on him because he's calling the plays too and whatnot. So I don't know.
I wish we knew the whole story with that. Because, like I wanted to talk about this, though. We was talking about this. I remember I was telling you what Boss had said something about how we all thought with Eberflus when he left Chicago, he was a good defensive coordinator. So when they hired him, a lot of us didn't feel bad.
Is that heater not on?
Yeah, nope, it's not on at all.
Press that power button on it.
Press that power button on, babe.
I don't know how it got turned off.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I'm like, man, my hands are freezing. It wasn't that cold.
I haven't even been feeling the cold, and that's crazy. You're freezing, and I'm not, and that's wild.
Yeah, my hands are just frozen.
Yeah, that's wild. But I'm going to be honest with you. When Eberflus came over here, I made a couple videos, especially Chris Long. He used to play with the Bears. He spoke very highly of Eberflus as a defensive coordinator. He said some people aren't.
Yeah, he played for him, right?
Yeah. He says some people aren't made to be head coaches. Some people are better defensive coaches. And he said he always had the team playing hard. And I was listening to him, and I feel like he's not going to lie in the media because he don't be bullshitting in the media. I listen to him. He don't be BSing in the media. You know what I mean? So that game, I played that video on a video I did with Eberflus about him. I played that first because I was like, because I'm not going to say I was suspect on Eberflus, but I didn't like it because, I told you how Mel was in the comments when as soon as he got fired from Chicago, it made me mad because I was like, he's gonna be the next coordinator in Dallas, and he was. That's why I didn't like it because they did him. You get what I'm saying? And it almost makes it comfortable and makes you come in lax. You don't come in with hunger because it was an easy job to come in too. Are you understand what I'm saying, dog? Like you came in easy. You didn't come in with pressure. We got you. Come on over here. You used to be with us. It's all cool. So it's lackadaisical in my opinion because the pressure is not coming with you.
Man, or maybe he's just not good. Because, why don't he even try to mix it up or, do the blitzes, the disguises, and the shit like that?
But you say that, but then I look at those Indianapolis defenses; those were pretty good.
That was a while ago, though. Remember we talked about what are you doing for me now?
You're right, but he had
It's
good
been
players
a
too.
while because the Bears weren't very good with him.
The defense wasn't bad.
They messed up drafting Justin Fields, though.
You're right.
That's where he went.
But
wrong.
the defense wasn't bad there.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Defense was good.
I don't know. Yeah,
It was.
Yeah, it was better. It was better than what we are. That's for sure.
So that's why I'm like, how did you have that and you came back over here? And we remember we wanted to keep Eberflus. A lot of people wanted to keep Eberflus, and he left for Indy because he said, I don't want to step on Marinelli's toes. Because remember, he was up for the promotion, and he didn't want to mess with Rod, and we were all like, no, Eberflus. Remember, he was the hype name back in 2018 before he left for Indy. Yes, he was. He was the big name for us to stay in here.
Willie Stovall says Shoddy doesn't like blue, going back to the draft. And then Shoddy just kept talking about Phil Maffa and his size. Yeah, that's Phil Maffa. on the roster, but like not active.
Yeah, because I feel like that was a Will McClay pick because he spoke so highly of Blue. He was like, "Yeah, we got one. We got one." I
Well,
feel
shit,
like,
he was like the fastest guy in that draft, wasn't he? Right?
yeah, but you know what? This dude came out, said he used to train with Blue, and he was like, "Blue lazy." Remember when we heard that when some guy came out and I
Yep.
jumped out and made a video defending Blue, and you ain't played all year. I feel stupid.
Yeah, he has definitely been a disappointment. I know
made a video defending
me
your ass.
personally, because after last season with Rico Dowdle, I know Rico Dowdle had a pretty good year, but I was like, man, we get somebody a little bit better than him, we're going to be real good. And then they got Booker, and I was like, okay, and then Blue. And then seeing his highlights at Texas and stuff and his speed, I thought
Explosive.
this guy's about to be hitting 60, 70, another Tony Pollard
So
type.
did I.
That's what I was thinking we were getting out of
Especially
him.
when you got Williams, that would have been a perfect fire and ice.
Yeah, and he's just a rookie, though. You never know. You know, it could be next year or year after. Who knows? But
you must have really been effing up for you not to play all year.
yeah, and then the plays where he did get in, he looked like he didn't know where the holes were or something.
Maybe that's why, because
sliding out, didn't know where to cut.
But you know what? If that's the case, then I have to give the coaching staff props, because if you're not in the playbook and you don't know what the hell's going on, you're not getting my quarterback and everybody killed, because everybody wants you to play.
Yeah, and you'll know if he's in there, it's a run play for sure.
You get what I'm saying?
They're not going to trust him to block.
I'm going to give the coaches props on that. Even though I wanted to see Blue, they had to say, you must not be studying the playbook. You don't know what the hell is going on. We activate you because everybody wants to see you. You get people killed. You get people messed up in the offense because you don't know what's going on, just because we want to see your speed.
Mm-hmm.
No. So if that's the case, I'm hoping that's the case, then I'm cool with that if that was the case. If you're not in the playbook and you don't know what the hell is going on, you don't need to be on the field, especially as a rookie, because they exploit you. Don't think them coordinators don't know, rookie's in the game. He don't know what he's doing. Let's attack him. That's why they get paid them big bucks. They look at matchups. They look up alignments. They see a rookie come in, we're going to blitz you.
Mm-hmm.
He can't pick up the blitz pickup. So we're sending our strong safety who will blow him up because he don't know what he's doing. So, you know what I mean?
They do that to the corners, too, the rookie corners. You
Yeah.
saw them tearing up Revel.
They exploit you. They see, okay, he can't really cover him. We're going to have to use every play until you stop it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what they do, and they've done that, and I've seen that happen multiple times, not just the Cowboys, but other teams, too. Like, they'll expose you.
They will exploit you. Why wouldn't you?
You'll see one of their top guys go down, boom, let's start attacking that side.
Why wouldn't you? That makes sense.
So let's I overbooked for the show, but we did have a roster review. So let's just quickly, I'll just name the players at the position.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just tell me if you're going to keep or cut.
Okay.
And I know some guys might be under contract, but
Okay.
you know, something along those lines. So obviously quarterback, we're going to keep Dak, but Joe Milton.
I don't know. Is he going to play? I can't say keep or cut. Yeah, y'all won't let him play.
Oh, let me get back to you over here.
He's medium. I don't know what to say about him. I want him to play, but they won't let him play.
Okay, and then running back, Jaden Blue.
Keep.
Malik Davis.
I like Malik Davis. Keep.
Here's a tricky one. Hunter Loopkey. But he just signed
a
deal.
deal.
Didn't
He
he?
ain't
But is
going
he a
nowhere.
fullback or what?
I don't know what he is. You don't even use him.
I don't know. I think he looks decent when he gets
He
a
is,
chance.
but they don't use him.
Kind of like a little Mike Allstott or something.
But they don't use him.
And then Javonte Williams.
He's gone.
So should they draft a guy?
I think so, because I feel like Javonte Williams
First
is
round
gone.
possibly?
No.
Later?
Yes. You can get it back later. There's plenty of running backs you can get later and do the thing.
And then wide receivers, Ryan Flournoy.
Keep.
Lamb, obviously. Mingo.
I mean, you traded for him. You can't cut him. He could be a depth
But
cut.
would you, though? You
I'll
know,
cut
like,
him. Cut.
I haven't seen nothing from him, really. Pickens, obviously. Tolbert.
Cut.
I'm moving on. Try something else. It's
Why?
been too long on that. With 3 years now.
Bye.
Turpin.
I would cut him, but they're not. I would cut Turpin.
What if you put him as just your punt return and kick return?
Cut.
So new return man as well.
Return man. Yep.
Tight end Jake Ferguson.
Cut. Cut.
Cut. So you would cut him. Schoonmaker.
Cut.
Span forward.
Keep.
As a backup, maybe.
Keep.
Maybe a starter. We
Keep. And get somebody a dog and let span forward.
6'7".
Hey, Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts and Brad span forward.
Kyle Pitts, I think this year he might have made himself a little pricey.
He did. But I would
Made
love
himself a
to
little
have him
pricey.
in Dallas.
I don't see him doing Ferguson and Pitts. That would be probably a nice little duo.
No,
though.
I Ferguson would be better if he had Pitts.
He'd probably open up those shorter
Yes.
routes, but more for him.
Yes.
So centers or offensive line, I guess. Cooper Beebe,
Mm-hmm.
keeping that. We got a pretty good offensive line. Hoffman, keeping that. TJ Bass,
Keep. He probably gonna go somewhere and get money.
Booker.
Hell
you
yeah.
think Bass is gonna get
I
money?
think
somewhere?
I think Bass showed enough. I think even Hoffman showed enough. They can get money somewhere else. So
Are they unrestricted this year?
I don't know. I think I don't know how
looking at
long
it.
their deals were.
So next week we are going to talk free agency and stuff.
Yeah, let's talk about that because I don't know how long their deals are. They played good in relief role, and they've been played good in relief role. They could get some money somewhere else.
Yeah, I agree. Even the depth in this line has been really good.
Mhm.
Booker, obviously.
Mhm.
Tyler Smith, obviously.
Mhm.
Adeniji, if I'm saying that right.
Bye.
Steele's probably gone,
Yeah.
right? Nate Thomas,
Keep. He's
young guy. So linebackers, we're going over to defense now.
Mhm.
Shamar James, probably going to keep
Keep.
him. Luafau, definitely want to keep. Murray,
Bye. You can get better.
keeping Overshown. Logan Wilson,
Bye.
corners, Ballantyne.
Bye.
Trequise Bridges,
Bye.
Carson,
Keep.
CJ Goodwin.
I would love to say bye to him, but they won't never cut him, so I'm going to have to say keep him.
Goodwin because he's a special teams
Yeah,
guy.
because they're never going to cut him, so I'm going to say keep.
And then obviously we got Revel. We're going to keep that for sure and see how that pans out over a couple of season or two, right? A couple seasons. Stewart.
Bye.
You don't think he showed a little bit like where he could be one of like the last corner on the team or something?
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Bye.
Okay. Safeties, Bell.
Did you didn't mention Bland?
Oh, that's because he's on the injury reserve, which I haven't gotten to yet.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
maybe I should
Okay.
look down there before I do
No,
that.
you're cool. 'Cause
I will get to
I'm
the injured
borderline
guys.
with him.
Yeah, there's other guys that are hurt and they're like in their
Okay.
own category.
Okay.
It's like an injured reserve category.
Okay.
So we'll check that out. But we will go back to the guys that are hurt. I should have said that
No,
before
you're
we
cool.
started. Injured guys are not on this list. But because they whatever. And then so we said Marquise Bell.
Keep because you signed him. I want to see a.
Would you keep him though based on his talent and stuff?
No.
Like, so he'd be gone. That's what I mean. Like if you was the GM,
Nope.
I guess not even would you cut him, but like would you have even signed him? Period. Elijah Clark,
Keep.
Hooker,
Bye.
Donovan Wilson.
Bye.
I was wondering what you were going to say. on that
Bye.
one. That one's interesting because I think a lot of people like him because
I don't hate Donovan Wilson, but bye.
Yeah, we need something different there.
Bye.
It's like they hold on.
Get
to
away
guys
from
too
the
long.
y'all. Bye. Get away from here. Bye.
Uh,
Bye. Super bye.
Aubrey.
Hella keep.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Nah,
what
no.
you was gonna say.
No,
there,
I'm
'cause-
gonna keep Aubrey, but I still don't trust you. I'm keeping you, but I don't trust you.
Anger the punter. He's getting old.
I like
He's
Anger.
probably about to be done though. 37.
You can, bro. You're a punter. You can punt till you're 50.
He's the oldest guy on the team.
You can punt till you're 50. I'm keeping him.
Trent Sieg. No, I'm kidding. It's
I'm keeping
the
him.
long snapper.
You don't ever talk about Trent Sieg, do you? That means he's not effing up.
Right. You never know about the long snappers. Who do we have for like 30 years? LP
LP
LaJuicer.
LaJuicer.
That dude had a Hall of Fame career as a
Hall of
long
Fame.
snapper. I
That
swear.
motherfucker played in every era.
If they could put long snappers in, he would be in there. I don't know if there is one.
He
That'd
played
be
in every
interesting.
era. That's what I said. You didn't talk about anger all year, so keep him. If you ain't mentioning them punters and long snappers, they did good.
All right, now we'll get to the injured guys. Phil Maffa.
Yes.
Keep.
We want, hell yeah, we want to see him.
I like what I saw.
We want to see him. He runs hard.
Yeah,
he
he's
runs hard.
big.
Yeah, he runs hard. Definitely keep him.
Yeah, I wonder why we didn't get to see him this year.
Probably Jerry.
That would have been nice. Right, it's any issue. It's just probably Jerry. Miles Sanders gone.
Get the out of here after you did that fumble.
The fumbler. Yep.
The fumbler. Out of here.
Guard Rob Jones.
Bye.
Trevor Keegan.
Bye.
Those are guards, and then tackles. Alina or Gina or Jana or how the hell you say that?
Just because you're having trouble with him, bye.
Right. Hani Cornelius.
You keep him because he's a draft pick from Oregon. You keep him.
He got put on injured.
You keep him because you got to see him.
Yeah,
he was okay at Oregon. Picks. Yes, keep him.
Guyton. Not what they would do, but what you.
I'm not cutting Guyton.
You gonna keep him?
He frustrates me. But one thing I like about Guyton, I really feel like he really wants to get better. He really tries hard. Like when I heard him in the meeting when he said, "I don't got no excuses. I played terrible last year. I got to get better. I need to do better." That made me, and I looked at him and I just really felt like he wasn't just BSing in the media. Like I really feel that way. So that's why I want to give him another chance because I feel like it's in him. He wants to do good, and it's not like he don't got talent. So I'm cool with Guyton.
Well, good, because we need him to be big because we don't need that to be another need.
Right.
We just drafted that. Peyton Turner, defensive end.
Out of here.
Jack Sanborn. He said,
bye.
We're rebuilding the whole roster here tonight.
Especially Peyton Turner. Fuck out of here.
And that's obviously linebacker. And then Turner is a defensive end. But then Bland, corner. Obviously, we know Bland. Bland.
Deron Bland, you borderline. You borderline cut with me.
I wish we would have got C. Butler.
I'm borderline cut with Bland because you're not falling off if Bland is not on your roster. That was a bad signing. I
agree.
Period. I said if you watched on The Final Word 2 years ago, I said buyer beware. Do not sign him to a big contract because he's not that guy. I'm not hating on pocket watching, getting his money. You got your money. That's awesome. You do that. But if you're talking about the player, no, that was a bad contract. He got aided by a lot of things. And when it really mattered the most, he got exposed every time. It wasn't just one time, G. It wasn't just 2 times, G. He got exposed by we talked about it before. He played against the Cardinals. We said Marvin Harrison's going to have to get right game against you. He going to turn up on you. He embarrassed you with that shutter steak.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah. And then Gibbs got him bad too in that Detroit game.
It's like, and yes, you might have the foot injuries that might play into play with that, but at the end of the day, he was a 5th rounder borderline free agent. And he played out of his mind. How many times have we seen NFL players, NBA players play out of their mind 1 year, maybe a year and a half, and then they fall off and you never see them again?
Mm-hmm.
Because Jeremy Lin, there's a whole bunch of Jeremy Lins out there. Remember Linsanity?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he was gone.
He still went on to not be as good as they thought he was going to be, but he still had a decent career.
But you see what I'm saying? You had that spark. And
yeah.
That's what you were, a spark.
Yeah.
You was great in that little time. But to put you as the man, that's not what you are.
Yeah, and we talked about that earlier too on the way back over here was with Ferguson too. You paid these guys and they didn't do anything.
They had down years.
They didn't do anything last year.
You had down years and you paid them money. It was almost like you were trying to spite Micah Parsons. Oh, now you're gone. We're going to sign all these people.
It did feel that way.
And it was like,
time.
Yeah, it felt like, and you didn't have, because before, when Micah Parsons was here, I heard Stephen Jones say we're waiting on Bland and Ferguson at the end. We're going to wait on their deals. Then as soon as you trade Parsons, now all of a sudden you want to sign them. I feel like that was just a thumb in the face to Parsons. Oh, yeah, we signing people that you ain't here. But guess what? You signing people that had down years, injury-prone years. Both of them had injury-plagued years. And you sign them to big deals. Why did you do that? You didn't sign them off the deals when they were turning up. You signed them off deals when they had down years. And then you see Bland, he's got to get another foot. You're a cornerback and you got to go get another surgery in your foot. You're not getting surgery in your hand.
That's sad because what crashed and burned so fast because we thought we were looking at Diggs.
No, I didn't think that.
Well, I was thinking. I remember
that.
thinking
I never thought that.
Diggs and Bland. I just saw that could be like a great combo together. Because remember, that was Bland did his thing right after Diggs did his thing. Did. So that made me feel like, oh, God, we got one of those gems, a late-round pick. That's why I said before, I would have been happy with a contract after that season.
Mm-hmm.
I know he did give up a lot of big plays that year, but those pick sixes were exciting.
They were exciting.
I was hoping he just had a knack for that, like Ed Reed. Like he just had a thing for.
He ain't
pick
that
sixes.
guy. Ed Reed.
Yes, we've seen he's not that guy. But at that time, I was feeling that way.
I feel you, the excitement, him getting them big picks, but something in me was like, I can't get excited about him being the guy because he got exposed when it mattered the most. When big time games.
That's why I say he did give up big plays.
He gave up big plays against big time receivers. I'm like, you're not that guy. Yeah, you're getting splash plays. That's great. But you ain't the guy when you need it the most. When you need to get a big play, they're going to go after you. They're not scared of you. That's the thing. The coordinators are not scared of you. They're attacking you. So they don't got respect for you. You got a 7, 8, 9 interceptions for return for touchdowns, and they're attacking you.
And I will also say a lot
Bathroom break. Keep going.
Yeah. A lot of that time it had felt like a lot of the picks that he got were after the game had already been well in hand and teams are, fighting to come back. So they're just slinging the ball all over the place. That's what I felt like. With a few of those, but some of them were really big and impactful. But yeah, the contract was to me a surprise, like a shock. I was actually like, really? I was surprised I did that because couldn't they have kept him another year and just played it out and then, try to come up with a deal before the season ends or something like that. So, and then same thing with Ferguson, I guess. But Ferguson has had a solid year to me. I know he hasn't had the big plays. And that's what's lacking at the tight end position. But I still feel like he was a nice security blanket for Dak. I know he had a fumble issue, and we don't see him break a lot of tackles, but he's kind of like a run game extension in my eye. And he did score a lot of touchdowns. So in that regard, I thought he was pretty good in that area. But, yeah, down the field, no. I'm talking about Ferguson.
I ain't getting hyped about no Ferguson no more. And I want to tell you, I'm fresh. I just want to say this, G.
Went from Bland with the contract to Ferguson.
It's just messed up. I just want to say this quick snippet. I'm mad. I'm frustrated because my homeboy, I won a deal, G. I got some green today.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, my homeboy, Happy New Year's. When he said Happy New Year's, he said, you want a free eighth. So I got the quarter for the low, and then he gave me the free eighth, and I was like, I was at the crib, I brought it. I was like, I'm gonna roll a fat ass blunt for G. And then I wasn't even thinking because her daughter whooped my ass in Mortal Kombat. I was mad. I lost my whole type of crazy because she beat me like 3 times in a row. I'm gonna whoop her ass tomorrow though. But she whooped my ass. I lost my whole type of creation. I was supposed to bring that good fire. So tomorrow when I bring the drink, you're going to have a blunt for you, too. I just want to tell you that.
All right. Sounds good to me. Whatever works for you.
I got to say things that right on my head right then.
Yeah. Maybe you'll forget later or something if you don't.
Exactly.
Mel Hayes says...
my dog, Mel.
He said, I did believe in Diggs, but he don't love football. And I saw a video of Diggs today where he was talking to that reporter that I tried to call him out for something, and he was telling him how he don't play ball. Did you not see that clip?
Yeah, I remember because the dude called Mike Leslie or something.
That might be it.
Yeah.
One of the famous reporters.
And he jumped in his face and was like, you don't know nothing. That turned me off about him.
He said something about these nuts to him.
Yeah, I that turned me off about him. I'm not gonna lie, because I understand where he's coming from, but it's like you're the top player and you letting this dude get in your head.
Yeah. And the dude was probably right or something, or like
Yeah.
what he was asking was legit
Right.
question or something.
And you let him get in your head.
Mm-hmm.
You got emotional on that. You let a dude who probably don't play football, you let him get in your head. So now I'm worried, and I'm like, you let this dude get in your head? Okay, I don't know. You kind of suspect now because you're letting this guy who don't even play football, and he said something about you, and you're pissed. And you know why you probably got mad? Because he was right. That's why you got so mad.
Yeah.
A dude don't know football, and what's so funny about it, G? Dude who don't know football told you what you was not doing, and it was right. And that's why you tried to play him and like, oh, you don't know football, but we all saw it, and it was like, it don't matter if he didn't know football. We all saw it. You effed up. You're trying to make him look stupid, but to make you feel better, but you effed up in that game. Be a real motherfucker and just say, I effed up in the game.
Yeah, and then he goes to, you couldn't do what I do or something like that. It's like,
I'm tired of-
I
I'm
don't
tired
have
of
to
that
be
shit.
able to do what you're doing
I'm
to
tired
be
of
able to
these-
talk about it.
Listen to me. I'm tired of these players. I get it. Y'all playing the NFL and we freaking don't. I get it. Ain't nobody idolizing your asses. I'm not. I don't idolize none of your asses. I did in the beginning. I did. I'll be the first to tell you I idolize you motherfuckers until I got in media. After the first couple of years, I did idolize y'all. But now I don't idolize you motherfuckers no more. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. So what? You play fucking NFL football. A lot of us do the scouting. A lot of us do things, and y'all quick to always say when we say something about y'all and you get butt hurt, you don't know football. You didn't play in the NFL.
Yeah, if you
That's
didn't
the first
play, you
thing they
can't
say.
speak on it.
That's the first thing they say. I'm tired of that shit. Okay, you didn't run hard on that
Well, you
play.
know what?
I don't need to know football to know you didn't run hard on the play.
This content is not for the players anyway. It's for
I don't
the
give a
fans.
fuck if they feel it.
It's for the fans,
Yeah.
so who cares what they think?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck how they feel. Stay off Twitter then.
Yeah.
You don't like what people are
Don't
saying.
sign up for a public job like that.
Guess you
Like
feel me,
where
G?
you're all out in the public.
You're in entertainment. This is not just a job. It's an entertainment thing.
That's why their contract, they got to talk to the media. It's part of their contracts.
It's entertainment. But y'all don't want to hear motherfuckers critique you. Stay the fuck off Twitter then. Don't have a Twitter account. Because motherfuckers going to talk shit about you all day on Twitter. Good or bad.
Yeah. That comes with the territory.
It's
of
coming with the
if you're
territory.
going to put yourself out there like that.
Now y'all butt hurt because people's talking
you
on
know
Twitter
what?
about you?
People could do the same thing to us. The same thing. Anybody who puts themselves in the public, they can be shamed or criticized or whatever
All
it
the
is.
fucking time.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So
why y'all crying about it?
yeah,
And y'all
that's-
getting
comes
paid
with
up.
territory.
And here's the thing. I don't feel sorry for you motherfuckers. You're getting paid millions of fucking dollars. I don't feel sorry for you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't.
Mel Hayes said Diggs is too sensitive for Dallas.
A lot of them, yeah, he was. But I'm not hating on these players. What y'all do, but y'all signed up for this. Nobody told y'all to play in the NFL, play all this, and keep doing this. You signed up for it. I get it. You're doing something that we ain't doing. I get that. That's dope, and we love watching it as fans. That's hard as fuck. But at the end of the day, you signed up for this shit. We didn't. You signed up for the critiquing.
Mm-hmm.
You knew people were gonna talk shit about you. You knew when you got to this level, people was gonna talk shit. So my thing is, why do you have the Twitter? Because you know they're gonna talk shit about you on your Twitter.
Yeah.
And then you cry about it. Oh, y'all don't know we go through. Oh, Lord. You don't know what I go through, and I don't make as much as you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I'm going through probably much as you are, and you make more money than me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel sorry for you. I'm sorry. Okay? Sorry, not sorry. I'm going through your same shit, but you're a millionaire. I don't feel bad for you.
I feel it.
I'm sorry.
Well, I guess that's a good 2-hour chunk right there. So I think it's about time.
Is O State winning or losing?
My
though?
eyes are getting heavy. I meant to check that. What'd I tell you?
You told me.
Yeah. We'll see
Julian
how it
saying.
plays out, though. We'll see how it plays out.
No, it's what you said it was, G.
The offense ain't going to be as good.
No, it's what you said it was with the damn quarterback. It's what the fuck you said it was with that quarterback.
But,
No,
yeah.
boo, no, because in the big games, his ass is scary. I watched it. He got lucky in Michigan. He was playing scary in that Michigan game. He got lucky because Underwood couldn't throw.
I could tell from week 1 versus Texas there was going to be an issue in the bigger game.
Yeah, you know he's not the guy.
I mean, he's like a rookie basically. So
he's not the guy.
I mean, I'm not saying he couldn't be, but right now he's like a rookie. He's
I don't see it from him. He's good, but I just don't see it from him. Like the big game, I don't see it from him. He's carried by the team, but when it's got to be relied on him, I don't see him making big throws. You get what I'm saying? Even like Will Howard, he wasn't great, but he made big. It felt like Will Howard wasn't scared of the moment.
Clutch.
I feel like Sailing, he gets scared of the moment.
Yeah, watch out for him with the Steelers because I thought he was a good pickup for them. Kind of remind me of Roethlisberger a little bit.
He wasn't scared of the moment. That's the reason why I give him props. He wasn't scared of the moment. Saying when that moment get where it's on him, I see where he be kind of.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out here soon.
If they lose to Miami, I'm putting it on him. Yup.
So we didn't get to next week because we got a whole off season to go.
Hell yeah.
Free agency. That was a little quick roster rundown, just a quick thought, but we can dive deeper into that,
Yeah, because we got a long season, dog, and ain't like we doing nothing.
Yeah. So.
We got plenty of time, week 2, week 3, to delve in and get the meat of it.
This is episode 10. So
okay. I like that.
So that's kind of a little bit of a milestone.
Episode 10.
For the
$10
BGJ Show.
Holla.
$10 holla.
We got a $10 holla today, too.
There was a $10 holla. Yep. And a member commented today, too.
Ooh, I like that.
But yes, appreciate everyone tuning in. It's Happy New Year's.
Yes.
And matter of fact, the ball's about to drop over here on the East Coast in about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
make sure we get back to the crib so we don't hit them girls.
That's what I was about to ask.
Crying. Where they get? The bill
Hopefully the snow didn't continue to pile up outside.
Lord Jesus.
But
you said what?
I guess we'll just go 30 the whole way, 30 miles an hour. Be about 30-minute ride.
30.
But yep. 30. All right. That's it. Let me get out of here so I can get back here for the ball drop with the fam. And we'll be back next week.
It's going to be the same way, so this don't even trip. Jerry, what are we talking about right now?
Oh my God.
That was fucking perfect. That was fucking perfect.
Oh man. That was wild.
That was classic. You get all quiet and then you hear that part. That's wild.